Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Welcome back to another TV recap. I haven't been doing them for the longest. I've been binging on TV shows and I was just like, I need to share with you guys what I've been watching, what I've been binging on since the year has started. And I started watching the show in December. It is This Body Works for Me on Showmax. I will tell you guys a little bit of the show as I go on in the video, but please don't forget to like, comment and subscribe. And yeah guys, let's get into the TV. I will also be doing a makeup look inspired by Naledi Malela. If you don't know Naledi Malela, she's also an influencer. She does have a YouTube channel, so please do check her out as well. And yeah guys, let's get into the TV recap. So I did do my eyebrows off camera, and the look that I'm going for is a Naledi Malela inspired look. I was watching her it was a story time slash makeup tutorial on how she does her simple, almost everyday makeup type of glam. I'm not sure guys, I don't know much about makeup, but in that video she just does a simple look, and I'm going to try and do the same, but also talk about today's topic, which is about the is it a reality show called This Body Works for Me, where these girls, I don't know if it's 6 girls, I'm not too sure, where these girls showcase their life. They showcase how they use their body in order to get money and to earn a living, basically. Some of them are strippers, some of them are sex workers, some of them are on OnlyFans. If you don't know OnlyFans, it's almost like now or something. So I'm not even sure if I should say that on YouTube. Hey, I'll probably censor that out. It's nowadays like making videos of yourself and stuff, doing like things. And yeah, so I did watch the show. Let me start with my eyeshadow. In her video, in Naledi Malela's video, she does okay, she does do her whole face and then does her eyeshadow last. But I'm gonna start my eyeshadow because that's how I do my makeup. I don't want to do something and then at the end it's a mess. And also the background noise, someone is cutting grass, so we all know how that goes. I'm just hoping they finish quickly because they've been cutting grass. It's probably like 15 to 30 minutes now. Anyway, so she does like a brown look on her lids. So I'm using my palette from Fushini. Yeah, I almost said Fashion World. Fashion World doesn't have makeup. Fushini. And I'm just gonna put the brown on my lids. So with the I actually saw the show This Body Works for Me on TikTok, where people were posting like little clips of it and people were talking about it, and it was trending. And I was just interested to watch it because I was just looking at the clips and I was like, it looks interesting, you know. And I also like the fact that South African shows and South Africans in general are now not embarrassed to show how they're making their money like Americans do. Like Americans don't care. Like if they're a porn star, they'll embrace it and then they'll just live their lives basically accepting that. Whereas in South Africa, if you're a sex worker, it is looked down upon and you know people judge you and all of those things. So I'm just glad that now people who are in those fields are now coming out and you know sharing their jobs and how they do it and stuff like that. So I watched the first episode and you know I was glued. The first 2 episodes for me was like, you know, this is gonna be nice. I actually thought, since it's rated 18, nudity, sex and language, I thought that it was going to be like explicit, like everything is gonna show basically like they do in Game of Thrones, where they show everything. But okay, that wasn't the case. So I was like, oh, okay, it's fine, whatever. And So the first two episodes for me was like, nice, meeting Wandy, meeting Oli M. So from the girls, I only know Oli M, obviously from social media and stuff like that, um so I didn't know the other girl. I didn't even know there were so many people doing like all of this, like doing this type of jobs and are open about it, because most of them are always like hiding and stuff. Anyway, so first two episodes were good, and then the third episode, I think it was the lingerie, um was it the lingerie party or dinner that Wandy hosted for the girls. And then I started to get bored because, okay, Prima Donna and Gina and Nelly were fighting because of um Prima Donna posting a video about Nelly and Gina dancing at some club. So Prima Donna, Nelly, and Gina are strippers, so they work in different clubs. I didn't know that you're not allowed to work in you're only allowed to work in one club at a time. You can't work in two or three different more clubs. So that's how they got fired. So they were mad at Prima Donna for exposing them and all of that and stuff. So now Uwandi gets annoyed at the fact that, Prima Donna, you coming here with drama at my dinner and stuff like that. And then, here's where I got annoyed, right? The producer steps in and he's like, guys, don't fight, this, that. Like, dude, we can hear you. First of all, why do you have a mic on? Because you're supposed to be behind the camera. And why are you in front of the camera? You know what I like? You know what I wish South Africans would take from these American shows, especially reality shows? You know how I watch a lot of love and hip hop, right? And sorry guys, I had to go moisturize my lips because I was feeling a bit dry. But anyways, I watch a lot of love and hip hop, and on those shows they let them fight maybe for like 2 minutes, and then they separate them, the producers separate them, or the bouncers or whatever, and you can see that they already know it's going to happen, because obviously when people have beef they talk about it now, they're going to meet and they instigate it. That's what I like, that's what glues us, because we want to see the drama, guys. We don't want to see people being happily ever after. We don't like that, we like drama. So I don't get how, as they were going to fight, they separated them. It's like, couldn't you let them fight for like 30 seconds and then separate them? Now the producer is busy like, guys, that's not what we came here for. What. I got so annoyed at that producer. I won't even lie to you. I was just so annoyed at him. Yo, I was just like, yeah, a typical South African TV show. At this point, I was giving it credit and I was like, yo, this is going to be, like, the views are going to be nice. But producer ruined everything. But anyways, I didn't stop watching because I did want to do a review of it on my channel. It's a recap basically. So I continued to watch, but since the third episode, yeah, it was boring. But I think another thing that's like, so there's Golden Fega. Golden Fega's been in this industry for some time, I think. I'm not too sure. I don't really have that much information about them. But she looks as though she's been in this, and, she's a pro and stuff. So there's her. She lives like nice life and stuff. And then there's Bubbly. Bubbly, ish. When I first met Bubbly, she was giving me offish vibes. Offish vibes, like, hey, Bubbly. But as I was, flies, yo. As I continue to watch, I don't like this primer because it's matte. I didn't get a primer. Okay, I think I took this primer because my foundation has a dewy finish, and sometimes you just don't want that glow. And if I were to use a primer that has like a sparkly type of primer and stuff, it would have just made it even more like oily-ish, if you get what I'm saying. So I just bought like a matte primer, so I don't put that much on my face because my face is already dry and I don't want it to get even more dry. But anyways, back to the bubbly topic. Bubbly, she was giving me off vibes, and towards the end of the show, that's when they spoke about them using drugs. Bubbly and Samge were using drugs, so it just makes sense because there's just something about Bubbly. She's not bubbly, the irony in her name. She's not bubbly, but she just has that shift in her personality where she just does too much. You can tell that there's something extra about her and the way she's acting. But anyways, I continued to watch, and it got to where Bubbly took them to it got to where Bubbly took them to a trip. And I'm telling you guys, that white guy, Bubbly was dating that white guy. That's what I think. Even though she's like, yeah, I've been coming here, I'm a regular here, this, that. Come on, girl. That white guy gave them unlimited alcohol to drink. Who does that at a guest house or lodge? Because that looked like a guest house or lodge. It wasn't a hotel. So which owner is gonna be like, yeah, guys, here's some alcohol, unlimited drink? And I feel as though the producers didn't film more because I feel like off camera there were more things that were happening, especially when they were getting drunk and they were doing like that game where you take off your clothes. I don't remember the name of the game, but like they were doing truth or dare, and then Wendy said dare, and they told her to. Did they tell her to take off her clothes, or did they tell her to kiss that white guy? But they told her something. But Nje, a lot was supposed to happen. I was expecting so much drama in that trip, but the drama only happened on their last night when Nelly gave Gina a present of like a toiletry bag or something, and Gina threw it away. And I think that wasn't nice. Like, okay, you know that she's been struggling, you know she doesn't have toiletries, but what's the point of, you offered her a place to stay because you didn't have a place to stay because you both of you guys lost your jobs and she couldn't pay rent where she was living, so you offered to live with her. Now that you see, like, obviously when a person doesn't have a place to stay, obviously they're struggling financially, like really 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 struggling for them to be homeless. So what did Nelly expect Gina to have, like toiletries? Obviously she didn't have them. Shame. And she kept on talking about her being um broke, and how like the trip that they took with Bubbly like helped her escape her life and stuff, because she didn't know what she was gonna eat, she didn't know what, like Jay and stuff, and they were already having problems where they were staying with Nelly. And Dolly did say, she was like to Gina, don't live with Nelly for a long time because she loves her space. And I get that, like she did say she's gonna live for 1 month and then she's gonna leave. Should see the drama happen before she could get paid so that she can get her own place. But I think my favorite on the show in the beginning was Oli, because Oli's very humble, she's very like down to earth, she's very like chilled. And I still like Oli. I didn't Me liking her didn't change. And then I sort of started to like Wandy as well. Wandy was very funny, but after watching for some time, I realized how childish she is. But when I saw her on TikTok celebrating her 22nd birthday, I was like, okay, it makes sense. She's a little baby, you know. And Prima Donna, yo, I disliked Prima Donna from the time because her first appearance was on the lingerie lingerie dinner that Wandy hosted. And yeah, like the accent that she has, like, why is she speaking like an American? Like, can someone make sense? can someone make it make sense? Like, why is she speaking like an American? I don't get it. Like the accent and the way she speaks and her big eyelashes. You know, when they were talking in their diaries, and you could tell that she didn't do her own makeup because her eyelashes were the size that is suitable for her eyes to carry. You know, she wasn't like feeling heavy. We could see her eyes. You can tell that the. Oh, guys, I'm trying to find my concealer and I can't find it. Oh, here it is. Anyways, you can tell that the show, the makeup artist from the show was the person who did her makeup because it was very light. Okay, the makeup is fine. I have a problem with the eyelashes. You know, her eyelashes are so heavy. You can't even see her eyes. So Prima Donna I didn't really like at all in the beginning, but towards the end I didn't have a problem with her. I just saw that she's very misunderstood, and also she's also young. She's like I think she said she was 21 or something. So most of the girls are young. Only old person there is Colin Fega. I think Nelly as well. And Bubbly, obviously Bubbly is very old because Bubbly made a name for herself. She now has I think it is a spa or something, but she has a company for herself. So you can tell that she's old because she was a stripper, then she used the money she got from stripping to build a company, and which is why I think that's the end goal, you know. I like the show and all, but I feel like some of the girls are just doing it for fun. I don't know, are they having fun? I think Wandy is one person that enjoys her jobs, especially when she talks about the videos she makes with Oli on their OnlyFans. She thinks she likes that. So before carrying on with Naledi's video, she uses a concealer that is close to her skin color. So when she applies the concealer, it almost blends in with her makeup. And she says she does that because the foundation foundation that foundation that she uses is not full coverage, and she loves full coverage, so she uses the concealer, and the concealer like gives her like the full coverage that she needs. I'm not a full coverage girl, and I'll tell you why. Number one, makeup is expensive. Number two, I'm doing this makeup so that I can film, like take pictures after, like a thumbnail and Instagram photos that I would later like post. So I don't really want full coverage look. I don't really need it right now, you know. So yeah, so that's what she does, and then she adds another lighter one on her lids, but it blends just like this one. Like you can tell she had concealer on and she highlighted, but it's not that light, if you get what I mean, guys. So I'm looking at myself in the mirror actually. If you're wondering why I keep looking there, I'm looking at myself at the mirror. So anyways, I feel like they should also be inspired by Bubbly. Like use the money that you're getting from stripping, whatever. I don't even know how much they're getting paid. I don't even know how much they're getting paid on OnlyFans, but they seem to be making some money on OnlyFans because when I watch Oli, like she's living nice. Like even on TikTok I can see she has a nice apartment. She has a photographer. Her boyfriend also like helps her with the content, which is what I like about the relationship side of that show, is that it shows you that there are guys out there who don't really mind the type of work that you do, you know, because they did ask her how her boyfriend feels about her making videos with other guys, and she did say that her boyfriend is there. Most of the time he's behind the camera, and he is the one that gives them ideas and tells them do this, do that. So you can tell that the guy doesn't have like insecurities about himself, or he's thinking that maybe those guys want his girlfriend. He's cool, like he's chill, you know. So that's good. And they also showed Wendy's small sister. Wendy has two sisters. Wendy lives with her mom, her grandmother, and her two sisters. It's just all girls' house, you know. And her sister got pregnant with, I don't know what grade she's doing, probably grade 11 or something. And you know, she was being like a supportive sister. So it's very nice to see a different side of them, because when people see girls that are sex workers or having an OnlyFans or those type of girls, they box them and they them think of them in a different way. You know, they think of them as junkies, they think of them as prostitutes, they think of them as, you know, not somebody that has goals, not somebody that has dreams, not somebody that, like, they look at them and they're like, these people think about themselves, they care about themselves, they don't care about anybody else. But this show just shows that these people have lives, these people have parents. They also spoke about Wendy's mother and how she feels about. So guys, my camera got cut off, but now I'm removing uh my powder. So Naledi does set her makeup, so I did that. Now I'm going to contour. She does reverse contour. I don't even know why I didn't do that. Like, I'm gonna do that right now. Just that I'm distracted with talking. I'm busy talking. Anyways, guys, like, Wendy does show like being a big sister, being supportive. She does live with her mom and her grandmother and her two sisters, so it's an all girls house. So she does show that she's being supportive of her sister. Bubbly does have a little brother that she talks about on the show, and it looks as though she was like buying stuff for her brother when she went to Eastern Cape to visit her mother. She looks like she's close to her mother. Her mother does have a spiritual gift, you know, and she did like give them a bit of closure as well. I think Samge was like, of all of them, is the one that is like has gone through the most trauma, as well as Prima Donna, when they speak about their traumas and things that they've been through in their lives. Like, if you didn't watch the show, please do watch it. Like, it is hectic. Like, the fact that Prima Donna was abused by her dad, you know, and she's very close to her mom, and the fact that Samge's mom was a sex worker. So now that I've contoured, I am going to remove some of that powder. And what she also does is add a little bit of brown on her under her eyes, the brown that she used for her eyeshadow. She adds it on her waterline, and then she adds on eyelashes, and then that's what I'm gonna do now. I'm gonna come back. So I do have my lashes on, guys. So now I'm going to do the lip that she does. She does do like a brown lipstick around her lips, but I don't have that. I'm just gonna use my Essence pencil to do that. But overall, guys, with the show, if you haven't watched it, please do watch it. But with my opinion, if they do have a part two, if they do have a season 2, I probably won't watch it, because unless they have something new, because the show, it looks like amateurs filmed it, because the intro is okay. The intro is nice. They show the girls and stuff doing their thing, but there's no previously on, next on. It just starts. It's just the song, the theme song, and then it starts, and then when it ends, the theme song plays again, and it's like, wait, there's no, you know. So that is boring. But do go watch it if you're interested, like, in knowing, because a lot of things happen. Like, Samge was going through money problems. She got deep into drugs. She ended up not having a place to stay, but in the end, it shows that she does have an apartment, but she has no food, no nothing in that apartment. It's just the apartment and the stuff that she brought with her from her old apartment. It shows her and her mother having problems and stuff, like trying to solve their relationship. And it's really, really nice, guys. Like, it shows a different side of what people think sex work and, you know, OnlyFans type of people do, and how they live and the lifestyle. And it's not all rainbows and daisies, and they don't make as much money as we think they do. So yeah, that's what I think. So I'm gonna carry on with this lippy, and then I'm gonna come back and close off this video. So guys, I forgot to put on some highlighter. She does put on like an orange-ish highlight. I'm going to be putting on this one on my cheeks just a little bit. This one is from Essence. It's an old one, and she does put on some blush as well, so that's what I'm gonna do. But with regards to the show, guys, like, I don't think I'll be watching it. If you do want to watch it, it is on Showmax. Yeah, it's This Body Works For Me. And yeah, guys, I will put up a picture of Naledi's look so that you can see what look I was going for as well. But guys, without further ado, I'm going to be closing off this video. Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Join this little family, help us grow, and you will be seeing a lot of TV recap, because I do watch a lot of TV. One thing I love about the new year is that there's new TV shows, there's new seasons of the old shows that we've been watching, and I can't wait to share with you guys everything that I've been binging on. And yeah, guys, I really hope you do enjoy this video. Don't forget to give it a thumbs up, and bye for now, guys.